Because if you don't control it from the bottom up, you don't actually control it, even if you say you own it, right? I own the data. It's my data. But you're on a cloud that you don't control, right? You don't actually own. Ownership of your data is irrelevant. It's only control of your data that's relevant and the data that's outgassed from it. So we really want to rotate the axis of this around the idea of sovereignty. So we built a sovereign cloud first. We're building on top of that sovereign AI systems and sovereign compute neighborhoods. And on top of that, what we will eventually generate is sovereign AGI. So that's the final step in this process.
That sounds like it's much more expensive than using AWS. It would have to be.
Our price table is exactly the AWS price table. So no, it is not actually more expensive.
That was an easy toss
Yeah,
up there.
yeah,
like
okay.
like you. It's almost so, and like we've talked about that in a lot of aspects of our token swaps with other projects, to where we're investing in them, and it can either be used to support their cap table, take lead as their lead investor, or they can burn that back and use that as our version of AWS credits.
Yeah, the AWS credits analogy is more for the underlying network tokens, which are the power tokens. So yeah, the real important economic mechanism here is the roll-up and how the pegs work between all the roll-ups and how the master funds work. So that's why we work with a number of capital firms. Our liquid token strategies are run by Sarsen. We have some other funds that run other strategies for us, including our traditional AI investment firms, which we have a number of, and we're doing a lot of investments in traditional Web 2 AI. That sounds really weird for a Web 3 AWS, a decentralized AWS platform to say. But as John will say about capital flows, what Web 3 needs is new workloads. It needs traffic coming in from Web 2 headed into Web 3. We have to migrate this traffic over.